Good morning, YouTube. I hope you are doing well. It's great to be here with you today. Today we're going to make a video, and this video is going to be showing you how to polish your feed ramp and your trigger bar and your Glock pistol to provide you with the absolute smoothest action that you can get. It's something that the factory does not do with Glocks. I'm not sure why, but we're going to show you how to do it today. Very cheap, it's very easy, and all you need is a few simple tools. Those tools that you'll need, you will need a set of punches, either steel and or brass. I do have both here. We've got a set of steel punches that we'll be using. You could pick them up for about 60 bucks. And I also have a set of Midioto brass punches that you could use, and that's all you need as far as punches. You'll need an armorer's block or a roll of duct tape. You'll need an armorer's hammer, polymer and brass sided. You will need a Dremel tool or something of similar nature. It doesn't have to be Dremel brand. You will need some polishing compound, a Dremel or rotary tool polishing kit, and I have a big one and a small one here, and that's really all you need. And some towels and a little bit of free time. So let's show you how to do it. First of all, I want to say that this pistol is unloaded. It's been safety checked and it is empty, so we'll go ahead and fire in a safe direction. First thing you want to do is take your Glock down. To do that, hold it like so and just slide the slide back about 1/4 of an inch, and then you have these little tabs right there, and you just want to slide it down and pull it forward, and we'll set that to the side. We're going to be polishing the feed ramp today. I have already polished the internals on my pistol, as you can see right there. Everything is polished, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the disassembly of this as well. That way you have an understanding of what you need to do, and then we'll go through the polishing, and we'll do that. So first, set your polymer frame on your armorer's block. Find your brass punch of the proper size, whatever size pin you have, and what you want to do is pop out these pins like so. To just pop them out, you just hold it and give it a little tap, like so. And you'll see the pin will come out on the other side. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. And hopefully that provides you a better image. So as you can see, your pin is sticking out. These pins are the same on both sides, so they can go in or out either way. Next, you're going to pull out, this is your locking block pin, by the way. It holds this block in here, inside. So that's all that pin holds. And this is the trigger pin, and we're going to pull that out next. If the trigger pin gives you fits, I would just suggest that you play with this slide release right here and push it out. It doesn't really need a lot. Just a few little taps. And it will come out. And I'll show you how that's captured in there as soon as we get it out. And as you can see, that's all you really have to do. No force. And if you look on there, you'll see you have these 2 grooves cut into the pin. Okay? We'll set that to the side, and I'll show you how that's captured in there. So let's pull out our locking block here momentarily, and that just slides out like so. We'll set that to the side up here. Easy peasy, right? So we're going to take our slide lever, which is this right here, what we were moving to pull the trigger pin out, and it just lifts up. And the way this works is as this pin is pushed through, let me get a better angle for you. That's probably a good angle. As this pin slides through, it's actually captured on that divot and the pin, and that's what locks it into place. Very simple design, but very effective design. Doesn't take a lot of force. If your pistol is brand new, the first time that you take it out, it will be just a tad more difficult. And now we're going to take out the fire control unit pin, and then you're done with this at the moment, and we're done with your hammer, and we're done with the punch. So we'll go ahead and set that up there, and we'll zoom this out just a little bit, kind of give you a fuller picture. And then all you got to do is slide your whole assembly out. Now that's your polymer frame, and yeah, that's it. We don't really need it no more. We're going to set that to the side. So this is the trigger assembly and the trigger bar, and I will use this to show you what this is. This is the trigger bar right here, and this is the trigger connector right here. If you separate this like so, give you a better idea what the trigger bar or the trigger connector looks like right there. And Glock is a very simple design, very effective, but very simple. Get this back in there. And now this is a ghost connector, so it came polished, and the stock Glock one, they polished the connector, but the trigger bar has a finish on it similar to this right here. This type of finish, this black coating on it. And to some people that doesn't matter, but it doesn't not provide the smoothest action possible. When you have smooth metals sliding against one another, there's less coefficiency of friction, and it allows for a smoother action. You would be amazed at how much just polishing this trigger bar actually will smooth out the trigger and make it feel less gritty. It's not going to reduce the trigger pull, but it makes it feel less gritty and makes it feel better. So that is pretty much the internals of a Glock. We're going to set that to the side. This trigger will be replaced today. We'll be making a video on that. That's why I'm taking it apart for you now. That way I don't have to do it later. And we'll just kind of go on from there. So to polish this trigger bar, or like this locking block, that is a polished part too. Now it comes the same with the same color. All you really need to do is simply take your Dremel tool with a polishing pad, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can get a better idea of what's happening here. And we're going to polish this ramp right there. To do that, you're just going to take a little compound here, not a lot. You could put it on your tool or whatever, and you just basically take the compound and slide it right on that feed ramp. What that compound is, my compound is a semi-abrasive, not aggressively abrasive, but semi-aggressive compound. And it's going to just kind of, I don't want to use the word cut, but it's going to grind away just nothing noticeable, but it's going to polish that surface area of the metal to give you a nice shine, which you'll see. So let's go ahead and start the Dremel. When you polish, you do so at high speeds. I'm going to start out slow so I don't fling this stuff everywhere, and then we'll go on here. And I'm going to try to do it like this so y'all can see it. So without any further ado, here we go. And I'm just going to put a little more polish on there. And we'll put a little more on the wheel. And we'll go ahead and finish it up. And that's literally finish it up. It's that quick. And then we're just gonna wipe all this off. Now this barrel will be cleaned prior to being reinstalled into the gun, but like I said, I have a trigger coming, so we will not be reassembling this now. This is simply how to polish it. However, I will show you how to reassemble it in a different video if you feel that you need that. So as you can see, and looking at it now, this blackish color was what it did look like. And now we have that polished portion right there on the slide. Let's get it better. And that's really all there is to polishing your part. Now this same procedure, now this is machined steel, so the color on it looks slightly different than this here, which is stamped steel, and it's a different metallurgy, so that's why you get that real high polish on this. Trust me, it's smoother and provides better coefficient of friction on that slide or that feed ramp right now than it did from the factory for 30 seconds worth of work, literally. And the same thing goes for these parts here. Now this will provide a smoother, less gritty feeling, and I polish all the internals on my Glocks. It's just what I do. So that is how you actually polish the feed ramp on a Glock. And of course, you know, you want to make sure you clean it really good and everything when you're done. But that's it. That's all you really have to do. Now, if you wanted it to be more shiny and provide a higher sheen to it, you could, and you do that by using a more aggressive compound, and you could use a wire brush, and that will also give you a nice high polish. And I can actually show you that right quick if you'd like. Why not? While we're doing some learning, let's find my wire brush here. We'll stick the wire brush in like so, and we'll tighten it up, and here we go. And as you can see, puts a little bit higher of a shine on it when you do it that way. Let me zoom in just a little bit for you. provides a little higher of a shine. Now anytime I use a wire brush on a rotary tool, I will always go back and just run a quick polishing compound over it just to smooth out any burrs that may have occurred. And I strongly recommend that you do that. Anytime you use something more abrasive, you always want to go back and just make sure that it's smooth. So just put your polishing compound in there and that's it, guys. That's how you polish a feed ramp on a pistol. You don't have to use the wire brush portion. I just showing you that. I don't normally do that, but that is a way that you could. Of course, the camera don't want to zoom. But that's it right there, guys. That's how you polish a feed ramp on your Glock pistol. So I appreciate y'all watching. Please do me a favor, hit that like, share, and subscribe button if this video helped you out in any way, or you find it useful. I greatly appreciate you slapping that like button, like so. Hit the like. If you have any video ideas or questions or comments, please put them below. I will always get back to you. Thank you for your time. You all have a wonderful day, and we will see you on the next one.